Good morning. I'm on my way to work. A quick thing I wanted to bring up. This is regarding the 360 cameras. I think of them as if I like own one. I mean, I own an X3, but I'm talking about the X5. I've been following Joe's Talking and Chris Meets Chris, and it's fun. It's interesting watching them go back and forth because it's kind of like good cop, bad cop on the X5. But I think overall it's just learning curve and great results if used properly. And but yeah, again, learning curve and figuring it out. Plus, it's a brand new product, so not everybody really knows how to use it yet. It hasn't been really figured out. But anyway, here's my thoughts. I know that Chris has clearly proven the benefits of that camera in terms of its framing and how cool his vlogs have been on his one wheel. But the two things that I think they both sort of kind of agreed on or were talking about was the audio. And I know we were waiting for the 360 mics to drop. That's funny. And they finally did, and Chris has dropped the gain on it by like to -12. Anyway, that aside, I think if anybody watches his video from yesterday, which proves the value of the framing, but I think it also justifies the issues, or some issues still, with the audio. I was thinking, Velvet Alfredo, in one of his videos, talks about the Mic 2, DJI Mic 2, and if you buy the two of them with the receiver and the little battery pack, he says never use the receiver. Like, don't ever connect the receiver to your mirrorless camera or your phone. It has the adapters. It's great. It's a great way to embed audio, high quality audio, into even your cell phone. He's saying don't ever do it. Just take the mic and record internally on the mic. And like, that never really dawned on me, but it's actually a great idea, because when you use an external mic, it turns off the internal mic on the camera so that it overrides it with this, obviously. But if you do it separately, it doesn't. Therefore, you get a backup recording or a scratch recording of the audio in camera, while you also have hopefully a better quality audio on microphone. And it's the added step of, yes, transferring that audio, which is a USB, and it's quick, and then going into your post-processing software and syncing them. But now you have two files, so you're saving yourself from the issues that might be of either tech or user error. For instance, I did a whole vlog for like a half hour the other day, just walking around and talking to you, and I had the microphone on in my pocket. Like, I forgot about the mic. So it's just whoosh, 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 for a half hour. The whole thing is garbage. So, and it was like, oh yeah, lesson learned. But still, like, that's the second time I've done that. And that doesn't resolve everything, but if I didn't connect this microphone to this camera, I would have had a backup recording internally on that camera. And it may not have been the best audio, but like we're doing the whole bare bones thing, maybe it was pretty good. But at least I would have had salvageable footage. Anyway, I'm overlaying this into the 360. I don't know if either of you guys have the Mic 2, meaning Joe's Talking or Chris Meets Chris, but maybe try that. I mean, maybe DJI has perfected mics, and maybe DJI has also done something in their coding so that it works better in terms of their Bluetooth connectivity to their own devices, which we're all aware of. We understand that their devices connect best to theirs and not best to others, third party. But what if we use their technology almost like against them by saying, okay, well, I'm gonna record it on the internal mic, sync it up to the 360 later, and then use that. I don't know, just a thought here as I'm driving to work. Wanted to get your guys' thoughts on that. All right, see you later. Guys, one more thing. I just had this here. I never turned it on. I just took it off and I was like, wait a minute. I'm so used to the Mic 2. This is the Mic Mini. I don't know what it is, but like my brain hasn't like adjusted to the buttons on this. So like I was like, oh, let me record this real quick, and I forgot to turn this on. But it just proved my point. I literally am a case in my own point, which is that we have the internal recording as a backup versus this. Now, obviously, had I turned this on, we would have had this, but user error. equals results still. Usable, salvageable results still. So anyway, that's it. I'm a bozo. All right, I'll see you later. Goodbye.